Welcome to another edition of Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON, 1690 AM. Coming to you live via Skype from my home studio here in Chicago. I want to welcome you to Classic Blues and R&B. This is the place, folks, where you'll want to be on Saturday night. You come up in here, you want to get your great taste of rhythm and blues. You want to get a great shot of blues, all of that great stuff. Then you want to get a little R&B, as they call it, rhythm and blues. You want to get some soul, beer, blues, and barbecue. That's what this program is all about. We're coming to you from the middle part of North America. Even though we call ourselves Americans, we took over the whole continent. We said, hey, we the big shots here, so we're calling ourselves Americans. Forget you, Mexico. Forget you, Canada. This is us. This is our place. We just claim jump everywhere we go. That's the spirit of the American, I guess. It's to claim jump everything. Want to welcome you to Classic Blues and R&B, folks. When you get here at the great Classic Blues and R&B juke joint, when you get on this express train, you ride through out of it. You ride, for the next 3 hours. We bring you the best sound and sound, the best audio anywhere, And if you're lucky enough to see me on Skype, you can catch me over there. I'm on Skype coming to you. I got my video camera up on Skype. Might do a little YouTube. I'm not sure. I may do a live shot on that live here. I look good. I'm a good-looking guy, so therefore, hey, I like to share this handsomeness or this beautiness with the rest of the world. We do it every Saturday night, Sunday morning. When you get to Classic Blues and R&B juke joint, you get the great call letters of WVON 1690 AM. Call letters with history and legacy. That's where's that? A lot of it right here. When you get here, you can't go any further back. This is where it's all started, many places, and you went forward from there. And I'm keeping it going. My name is Sir Henry Cheatham. I'm the Magnolia Blues man from way down south in Dixie, a place called the great state of Mississippi. As I said last week, I think I told you I'm a coastal man. I'm from a coast state, Hey, that has something to say about it, folks. You got to think about it, We're here ready to do our thing. My man Mitch. Mitch, are you over there on the other side? Mitch is on the other side over there ready to do his thing. And I don't know if you can hear Mitch or not. I can't. Yeah, but anyway, I know you can be heard, Mitch. I know you're a great guy, And want to say hello to Mitch over there. He's here with me, keeping me alive. Mitch is what they call a millennium. And I've been trying to get him to get out there and get in the street, Get out there. Get on out there, Mitch. No, I ain't going to say, Mitch, get out there, Mitch. When I was your age, I was out there, hell. I was raising hell or raising Cain or whatever you call it. I was doing it, We're streaming live at WVON.com. on the World Wide Web. Oh, man, I still like it, folks. That's where they used to do it, the World Wide Web. And I still like it. We're streaming live at WVON.com. And we're also on iHeartRadio. Download the iHeart app on your computer or whatever source you have. And take us with you wherever you go, especially your ladies. Take us to the beach, keep us nice and warm, and keep us, and chill us out, keep us going, I got to stay away from your young ladies, though, Mitch. I got to let you have them. I, I can't be bothered with them now, that's a new day, man. I had a piece of paper around here. I don't know what the hell I did with it, Mitch. If I sound like I'm rambling, well, I'm not. But I got that paper. I had a couple of things I wanted to not forget on this day. On you can reach us in the studio at 773-591-1690. This is the month of Juneteenth. As you know, we've started the month off with it, as we always do, with Louis Jordan or Fatso Bentley. We do it with them every June. We kick the show off to make sure that we do not forget, because I cannot forget. On June 12th, 1963, my man Medgar Evers was assassinated. And the bastard who did it, they say, I don't know if he did it or not, but he was not alone. He had to be an agent for someone else. He was an agent, not necessarily the one who did it. Medgar Evers was assassinated in the state of Mississippi, Jackson there in 1963. Young men, many young men, assassinated. And I was a young guy at the time. I was a teenager when he died. I may have spent the last Saturday, that last Sunday of his life, I may have spent a few minutes with him before he was assassinated. But he was a very good man, too, very pleasant man. Also, speaking of that, I want to send out some taps. Mitch, I'll tell you when. I'm going to send out some taps from my man, Thomas Wilbert Alexander, one of my classmates. We played football together. He passed away. He's a veteran. So that's why I'm going to play some taps for my man. I can do it. So I'm going to do it, play some taps for him. I just got word the other day that he had passed away. Also, one of my nephews is his nephew, his niece. Great nephew, would it be? Yeah, because that was his niece, right? My brother has a nephew by Napoleon Alexander. Also, I want to say farewell to Bonnie Pointer, one of the Pointer sisters. That group had a lot of energy, man. And if you were a man, hey, Mitch, if you were a man, Mitch, you could, these chicks, these sisters could turn you on, man. That's when brothers were brothers and sisters were sisters, And, we enjoyed it, man. We had a great time during those periods, I want to say congratulations to my granddaughter. She graduated from high school, Crane High School today. And in fact, I'm going to play Pomp and Circumstance for her, Mitch, unless you got it. I got it pulled up over here. And if you got it, you're going to play it. But we're going to play Pomp and Circumstances for all of the class of 2020. It's y'all had a different one. It's a different kind of graduation. All of the time that we've been having graduations in the class, tornadoes and hurricanes and whatever else we have came through, but we were able to get together and have a good, sending away, letting you know that this is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of adulthood. This is the beginning of you gonna go out there. Get you a husband or a wife, get you a career or not, and gonna bring something back to the family what they may or may not like. So it's a big change, folks. When I thought about it one day, I said, hell, when she get out of high school, the family split up, really. You leave home, you go from somewhere else. My granddaughter's going to school up in Iowa. So, that's another split there, hey, now you don't see them too much as teenagers anyway, so I'm going to do that. We must not forget Mr. George Floyd and the rest of the people who have been assassinated, murdered by corrupt and bad policemen. Folks, I do not want to get rid of the police department. I want the police department to stay, but I do want to get rid of the bad, because there's, that they are dangerous. The young man got killed last. I don't care. He took a taser and you got to end up killing him because he took a taser. So the chief down in Atlanta, she resigned. She stepped down. It's totally ridiculous. It's George is barely in his grave, and you have done this to other folks, and more videos are coming out of this bastard down in Oklahoma. I can't breathe. I don't care. Or some old crap. I mean, how in the hell can you call yourself upstanding police officer? Any kind of that's like if you go to a hospital and you're telling the doctor the same thing, and the doctor says, "Well, I don't care." That's crap. Or you go to school and you say, and then the teacher tells you something, and you say, "I don't care." Well, that's crap. So we definitely, boy, have some very, very difficult days. And I want to thank David Chappelle for his bit that I saw on YouTube and putting Don Lemon and the rest of them in his place. Like you said, you don't need no damn celebrity. The streets, as they said, the streets, the people will tell you what time it is. People are tired. And, I mean, it's very frustrating. It's not something that it's not a fly by night. And I hope the colored folks understand. You don't let people take your movement and turn it into somebody else's movement. That's what Stokely was about when he said Black Power. He was not talking about separating from anybody. He was just simply saying, this is our agenda, and we must keep our agenda on what it is. And the agenda is Black folks, for the most part. There are others too. But many of the people that are being killed by cops are Black. So that's a problem there. And it's from white bigotry. Why is it that I got to treat a white kid different than I do a Black kid? A Black kid may be loud, so what? He's still a kid. He's still a kid. He may be a little bit more reactive, so what? He's still a kid. How do you treat little Johnny, the little white kid? I mean, that's the thing you got to look at. How do you treat them? You treat children the same way. You educate them the same way. You give them the same chance, regardless of their pigmentation of their skin. And Black folks, as I said before, this is not your problem. It is the white folks' problem. White folks got to figure this thing out because they are the one who don't like me because of my color. It is their problem. It's not my problem you don't like me. If you want to be human to me, I'll be human to you. If you don't like me, guess what? I have nothing to do with you either. But anyway, we're going to get the program kicked off. Mitch, this is what we're going to do. I know I've kind of got off track a little bit. How you doing, Miss Florence down there? I understand she claims she caught a catfish. She went to the store. No. She caught a nice size catfish. I'm going to go down there and get that catfish and make me a nice catfish steak. I want to say hello to my cousin. I haven't seen him for a while, but boy, it was so wonderful to hear from him. He's down in Fort Benning, Georgia. He retired from the military. Sergeant Major there. A man, Cleophas. I got Cleophas Childress. I was glad to hear from you today, my man. I want to say hi to my man, Sal, Amon, and all the rest of you out there, wherever you may be. Want to thank you all for joining us here on Classic Blues and R&B. Subscribe to our YouTube page at Henry CB. That's Henry CB. Follow us on Twitter at Henry_Cheatham and at Henry WVON Henry. And like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and RB. We appreciate all of that, folks. All right, Mitch, are you ready to do your thing over there? Are you ready to do your thing? You got to get proper on me, huh? All right, ready to do it, Mitch. Tell you what we're going to do is let me, I think I can do it, Mitch. I think I got, let me give you about a minute of this pomp and circumstance for my granddaughter and all the rest of them. And we'll get into the show as we're playing, Bonnie, the Pointer Sisters, and I guess that'll be appropriate too. Yeah, that's right. That'd be very appropriate. So I'm gonna hit that, I'm so excited after this. All right, you ready, Mitch? If you are, Mitch, here it coming at you, Mitch. You're here on Classic Blues and R&B. All right, let me do it right, Mitch. Let me hit it here. All right, it's rolling, Mitch. As I said, we're going to play some taps for my man, Wilbert. Here we go.
about happiness. Is that what we're talking about? The money won't bring you happiness, but we know who will. WVON. Wow! WVON. Come on now. Smile. Get happy. Wow! Tune in and turn on. Tonight, my friends, I find it being black a thing of beauty, a joy, a strength, secret cup of gladness. Native land in neither time nor place, a native land in every Negro's face. Be loyal to yourself, your skin, your hair, your lips, southern speech, your laugh and kindness. A Negro kingdom's vast as any other. Accept in full the sweetness of your blackness, not wishing to be white, nor red, nor yellow, nor any other race or face, but this. Farewell, my deep and Africanic brothers. Be brave. Keep freedom in the family and do what you can for the white folks. And write me and care the post office. Now may the Constitution of the United States go with you. The Declaration of Independence stand by you. The Bill of Rights protect you. And may your own dreams be your only boundaries, henceforth, now, and forever.
All right, here we go again. Now you just heard one of my favorite folks. I mean, that's one of the greatest storytellers that the world probably knows. That's Mr. Lightning Hopkins. His name was John Hopkins, I think his real name is. But anyway, that's him talking about Rocky Mountain. You know, he Texas guy. And you also heard what the hell did you hear before? You should have heard. Let me make sure I got it right. I'm looking at my list, Mitch. I'm looking at my list, and my list said that you heard Johnny Lee Hooker and Lightning. They did Hard Times. You also heard the Pointer Sisters and He's So Shy. You heard that. You also heard the Pointer Sisters and I'm So Excited. And excuse me, you heard Fatso, that's her name, Bentley, Juneteenth Jamboree. You heard that. Fatso Bentley, Juneteenth Jamboree, talking about the 19th of June. You know, many of us from the South know about Juneteenth. As kids coming up, you know, you would hear the old folks say Juneteenth, you know, and they would talk about that constantly, and so we knew that. There's a lot of things in the South we knew that the Northern did not know about. You know, it's like when you read the story of Jim Crow, that's something that Jim Crow was something that a Yankee turned into be negative. You know, he came down, I think he's from New York. I think I read the history of it. And he saw where, you know, we have always done what we needed to do to entertain ourselves. We've also been able to sustain ourselves as people, you know. Somewhere we became dependent. And I guess that's because of the fear and intimidation factor. I don't think most Black people, especially my generation, are afraid. But then then we got away from that part of those of, you know, my father and their fathers and stuff of that nature until we became somewhat intimidated by these people. And we're now at the point that we are now. And as I say, I hope that the young folks don't lose sight of where they're heading. I also heard Pomp and Circumstances went out for my granddaughter. I don't know if I gave her name before. Helena Cheatham. That's my granddaughter's name. You know, she graduated, but I was sending it out to all of the rest of the young graduates out there, 2020 graduates. And hopefully that things will get better for all of us, folks, because I'm telling you, this is rather stressful. I'm sick of wearing it. I never thought I would become a Muslim. I had no intentions of being a Muslim. I was raised, you know, my folks, I'm an African Methodist and a Southern Baptist, you know, from the South. I'm not a Muslim, nothing against the American Muslims anyway that I know. The so-called black Muslim, I never had a problem with them. But now with me wearing my face mask, it makes me think about other Muslims. All right, you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B, folks. We'll be back following the news break. All right, folks, here we go as we continue to roll along here on Classic Blues and R&B. I'm your Magnolia Blues man, Sir Henry Cheatham, and I forgot to tell y'all, ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce, folks. Remember that. And, there's something sinister going on in our country. I don't know what the hell it is. I'll talk about that once I say this. We're streaming live at WVON.com. We're also at iHeartRadio. Check us out there, folks. Like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B and RB. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and at Henry _ Cheatham. That's my name. That's my daddy's name. His daddy's name. I'm named after my granddaddy. Very proud of that. I always give up one of my brothers a hard time. Three of us named after our father, and our grandfather, my mother's father, and my father's father. So I got my father's side, and with my other brother, he's old. My second, right now, he's the oldest alive. So yeah, he's named after my mother's father. I always give him a rough time over that because he gives me, you ain't no cheater. I said, well, what's my name? I said, I carried the continuum, man. But anyway, we want you to like our Facebook page and go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Henry CB. Please do that for us. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of the support we can get. In the studio, the number is 773-591-1690. As I was saying, we got something sinister going on. I've been taking pictures of people who are on food. And when you look at the history of this country, there have been some negative images with Black Americans on it. But you will see the consistency of Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben, and I don't know the gentleman who's on a cream of wheat. He's been there forever. And then you got the Quaker Oat man, it was a white guy. And there's another flower with a little boy on it, And now you go to the store, there's also the Indian lady on Land of Lakes, You go now, and I did get pictures of these. I do have them. I intend to do a story, a show on it, a television show or something on it, because once you wipe out this stuff, we no longer exist. Right now, you are reminded of great cooks, great farmers, or what have you. Very few folks talks about Dr. George Washington Carver as he should be talked about. Without Dr. Carver, this country and much of the world would be in bad shape as far as crop rotation, et cetera, and some of the things that he did as a botanist. I mean, he was a genius. There's no question about it, And, he has 8 cardinal rules, and I try to keep them. I don't remember them all by heart, but I do remember them, and I constantly go back and read them. I go back and I'll look them over and check them out. One of them is be clean inside and out. Never look up to the rich or down on the poor. Be kind to women, children, and old folks. Those are some of his cardinal rules. And when you think about it, these things means a lot. But when you start wiping off everything, then they're trying to get the Native American off the redskin. Well, to me, it has nothing to do with the negative connotation of what it is, because most of the skin you see they're playing are black skins, on the Redskin team. Since what Bobby Mitchell was the first one. He just passed, the late Bobby Mitchell. He and the great Jimmy Brown played together at Cleveland. He's from the University of Illinois graduate. So he was the first one on that team with the great Vince Lombardi when he went over to coach the team. You still call the University of Illinois their Illini, but yet the Indian is gone. It's just a matter of time, I guess, before they want to get rid of Florida State down there, with the tradition, the Kansas City chiefs. And there's something, folks, about you hold on to certain things, and mascots. I'm an eagle. I'm so proud to be a doggone eagle. Samuel Brinkley Junior Senior High School. Our mascot is an eagle, which my high school no longer exists today. Great high school, great students, and I'm proud of all of them. Really, we did some great stuff. So when you start seeing people, you talk about the statue. A lot of folks don't even know how those rebel statues got there. They don't even know how they got there. Who put them there? The government didn't do it. Yeah, a lot of these things should be done and put into museum. There's a way in which you do it. There's a way in which you do it. The Nazis, they pretty much drove them off. So therefore they don't exist as currently many Southerners exist. So yeah, you move these things because there was a war. Uh, okay, and there was a war, so therefore Robert E. Lee, he did bury his sword, told the soldiers to lay down theirs, but that's what it is. History is here. People called me a nigger. So what? That's what they did. Now you can't wipe that out of the book. If you do, then you're trying to sanitize something that shouldn't be sanitized. Historically, this is what it was. People jump on J.K. Rowling, how she talks about a lady has a cycle. And they want to, the people who want to have the sex change or whatever, they want to attack her for that. That's to me, I have an issue with that. There are people out here trying to tell us what to think and how to think. You should be respectful to people. Being a bigot in any form is no good. But you don't try to change what is natural. I'm a man. I'm an American. You can't change that. You can do whatever you want to. I am here. Died in the war. I'm an American. I'm a black man. So, but anyway, that's it just doesn't make any sense. You hear, all of these things, and somebody is manipulating what's going on. Just as people came out to protest the murder of George Floyd and others who have been murdered here, Rekia Boyd and all of those, somebody came out to protest that. And then there were some thugs who got involved. They had a plan, had another plan. It was deliberately, that was organized stuff. Why in the hell did the drugstores in our community, the black community, were destroyed? I mean, why were they destroyed? I mean, how in the hell are you going to come down on 87th Street, 119th Street and destroy stuff? That's not downtown Chicago. It has nothing to do with it. But anyway, all right, folks. And I believe in protest, folks. I do believe in protest. I was very active in protest. I didn't leave Mississippi until we made some changes. Hell, I was part of that. And I'm very proud of that, All right, here we go, folks. Again, I want to say farewell to one of my classmates, Mr. Thomas Wilbert Alexander. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.
It's hard to explain something that you didn't do. Yes, it's hard to explain something you know you didn't do. Oh, I get so confused. I don't know what to do. Listen, a lie sounds like the truth. And the truth sounds like a lie. I try hard to explain it, but I ain't got no alibi. It's hard to explain something that you didn't do. Yeah. Oh, I get so confused. I don't know what to do. Now, if I've been out kidding the way that what you say. I have my act together like a Shakespeare play. It's hard to explain something that you didn't do. Yes, it is. Oh, I get so confused. Oh, I don't know what to do. Listen, you can give me a truth drug, a lie detector's test. I tell you the same thing. I don't know nothing about this mess. It's hard to explain something that you didn't do. Oh, I tell you, I get so confused. I don't know what to do. Here's the part that hurts. When I treat you like I should, you say I'm scandalizing your name. But when I'm really running around, you don't say a damn thing. It's hard to explain something you know you didn't do. Oh, baby. Oh, I tell you, I get so confused. Oh, I don't know what to do. I tell you again, it's hard to explain something you know you didn't do. Oh, it's hard to explain something you know you didn't do. Yes, it is. Oh, I get so doggone confused. Baby, I don't know what to do.
All right, folks, here we go here for the next hour here, last and final hour of classic blues and R&B. Sir Henry Cheatham, your Magnolia Blues man here, playing for you the great American music, classic blues and R&B. A blues, beer, and barbecue is a real red, white, and blue of the United States of America. It's the culture of this country, it's the culture of, who we are and what we are. Some people try to. They just got here. These bad. They just got here. And a whole bunch of these bigots. They just got off the doggone boat or whatever the hell else how they got here. But anyway, folks, we got to stand and hold our own here. We must do that. Cannot let nobody. Let nobody. That's my song when we was kids coming up singing in the march. I ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. Turn us around. I ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. And we keep right on moving, man. But Ross Barnett, Judge Mayor Thompson, none of them bastards. Yeah, hey, we were determined, man. We had a lot of sisters out there too. Hey, we were tough, man. We were there. We were ready for it. Anyway, we're streaming live at WVON.com. We do it every Saturday night here. I'm your host, as I say, Sir Henry Cheatham here, old Magnolia guy. Uh, we're streaming live at WVON.com and at iHeartRadio. We're doing it. I'm coming to you live via Skype from my home studio here. I hope I'm sounding good. I know I'm looking good, but I also and smelling good too. I put me some cologne on. I like to smell. I like to always smell good. Not only look good but smell good. Yeah, we coming to you here. We want you to like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and at Henry _Cheatham. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Henry CB. Do that, subscribe to us and give us the support we deserve. Because we do deserve it, folks. You know, we deserve we deserve to be supported. Because we give you some good stuff. We give you some stuff. Some of this music we got, I'm not stuck in my old suitcase over here. I got a whole bunch of older music. But I'm coming and I'm trying to share it with you, trying to mix it up, the old and the new. Because if you do, if you play only the old stuff, the classics, uh, you won't give it a chance to grow. It's just like a crop, you know. You got to plant, you got to sprinkle, you got to water it, you got to fertilize it, and when you do that, hey, you see the stuff kind of grow. You look at, it, you say, dog, that's some real growth there. That's not grass. That's some real food right there. I got a couple of gardenias. I love them, and I'm telling you, one of them got green. It does have green on it, but it also has some brown leaves on it. Across the winter, I try to water it, do the right thing by but there is still hope there because there's some green there. One of them is pretty much brown. I don't know how much hope is there, but I got to get my gardenia back up and running, because I love them. Yeah, I love the. I guess it kind of remind me of the magnolia. The magnolia is red, green, and yellow. With the gold bow in the top. Before the top of the hour, you heard. Oh, the number you want to reach Mitch over there is 773-591-1690. Before the top of the hour, you heard Johnny Taylor. I'm not the same guy. I got a little sense and I grew up a little bit. You heard Louis Jordan, Juneteenth Jamboree. Remember, Juneteenth is coming up on the 19th of June, folks. It's not something that just came up yesterday, and it has been celebrated by many for many years. Like they say when I was a kid, you see the old people talking about Juneteenth, yep, and it's been going on. And I am now in my, seventh decade? Yeah, my second decade. So, hell, been going on a long time before me. I mean, some of those people that were shouting at their parents or something had just came out of it. So, yeah, so it is not some little fickle imaginary creation. It is a real thing that people have, you know, uh, been talking about and practicing for many years. It's down south anyway. Uh, you also heard Miss Jody. You got to make some changes here. It's from a CD. Get it, get it. Georgia White, Alley Boogie. Alley Boogie. Georgia says she loves to boogie. And you heard Charles Wright talking about the nasty dancer. So I guess that's what Charles was talking about. And you heard Lindsay Alexander, Please Love Me. This is from his latest CD, Live at Rosa's here in Chicago. It's a brand new CD. So you can check it out. It's Lindsay Alexander, Live at Rosa. And you also heard the queen of the blues, the late queen of the blues, Miss Denise LaSalle. Please, I've never been touched like this before. Lord, I know what she means, boy. She must have felt real good being touched. It's amazing when you're touched. It feels good to be touched. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you're not, I'm going to put it on you. I'm not going to put it on myself, because I'm doing the best that I can to make sure that the program is it's entertaining, and it must also be informative. So it's one of those things, you gotta do. You have to when you got an opportunity, you gotta take another look at things and don't be biased about things. Today we got a bias. There's one view. That's it. I want to do this. I want to do, and that's no. You can't. You shouldn't do that. Critical thinking flow is where you take a look at it. Try to get nobody to agree or disagree with you. Try to beat them up. That's what another one of the Dr. Carver's principles is lose if need be. And if you win, don't be beating the folks up, because you won. All right, here we go, folks. Little Milton Campbell here. And it's hard to explain a lie on classic blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM.
I want to tell you something. It's hard to explain something that you didn't do. Yes, it's hard to explain something you know you didn't do. Oh, I get so confused. I don't know what to do. Listen, a lie sounds like the truth, and the truth sounds like a lie. I try hard to explain it, but I ain't got no alibi. It's hard to explain something that you didn't do. Yeah. Oh, I get so confused. I don't know what to do. Now, if I've been out kidding the way that you say, I have my act together like a Shakespeare play. It's hard to explain something that you didn't do. Yes, it is. Oh, I get so confused. Oh, I don't know what to do. Listen, you can give me a truth drug or a lie detector's test. I tell you the same thing. I don't know nothing about this mess. It's hard to explain something that you didn't do. Oh, I tell you, I get so confused. I don't know what to do. Here's the part that hurts. When I treat you like I should, you say I'm scandalizing your name. But when I'm really running around, you don't say a damn thing. It's hard to explain something you know you didn't do. Oh, baby. Oh, I tell you, I get so confused. Oh, I don't know what to do. I tell you again, it's hard to explain something you know you didn't do. Oh, it's hard to explain something you know you didn't do. Yes, it is. Oh, I get so doggone confused. Baby, I don't know what to do. Oh, it's hard to explain something you know you didn't do. Do you hear me? It's hard to explain something that you know you didn't do. Oh, I get so confused. I don't know what to do. No. a thing. I couldn't even remember my name. It's all loud and clear. Every word my ears could hear. And my heart was heavy. I couldn't even move. I just stood there like a silly fool. I believe I'll go back home and start all over again. I left my rainbow behind me, right where I began. Listen, going, going home. I'm going home to the end of the rainbow. I'm going home. Going, home.
All right, that's my girl Nelly, the tigress, a tiger, Travis, and she gonna get a little bit tonight or this morning or whatever, you know. She want to know if anybody else gonna get in it, you know. But that's the way it is, Nelly. Sometimes you're lucky, and sometimes you ain't. You girls got it. Y'all might decide not to share it with us guys. Anyway, Nelly, Tiger, Travis, all the lovers. Sonny Man Mitchell, you all know him as McKinley Mitchell. End of the Rainbow. Paul Richmond, that one out for a friend of mine. You hear me always shouting her out here. The catfish one. In fact, I think I'm gonna play that if I don't get to it tonight. I'll play it next week. Catfish by the Four Tops. That's a good song, you know. She dancing around that, thinking that she done caught something. She caught a catfish. It looked pretty good too, folks. It did look like a meal. I don't know what she gonna do with it though. Paul Richmond, I'm selfish. O.B. Buchanan, Moon over Clarksdale. Wish his daddy was here, and I do too. But they left us here to do our thing, you know. Over Clarksdale, Mississippi, Moon over Clarksdale. Tamiko, the granddaughter of the blues, Dixon, New Day. Yes, that's one thing my man Dave Chappelle said. And when you think about it, he said you thought that being on a man for 8 minutes and 46 seconds was no big thing. It is. He said no. He said that's why you got the wrath of God coming down here on you, and that's about true, folks. God he does not like ugly. He ain't too crazy about pretty folks like me, but he definitely don't like ugly. And just to me, yeah. But anyway, I just get sick even thinking about it. You know what these bastards are doing. You know, Little Milton Campbell is hard. So hard to explain a lie. So hard to I mean, it's so hard to play. You know, if somebody lies on you, especially me, I don't like to be lied on. You know, if you tell the truth on me, I know how to duck my head. But when you lie on me, boy, it makes me mad. You know, and I'm ready to do my thing. Then I get upset. I get angry. I try to control my emotions, but hey, sometimes it just it get out of hand. You know. All right, folks, you hear, bro, the bishop there, Bishop Joe Simon, telling you what time it is. You just heard Cicero Blake caught up in the wrong again. You know, he does so much wrong. Hell, he forget it. He didn't even know that he owed the man that he had forgot he had been doing wrong for so long, you know. So, yeah, that's my man, Cicero Blake, the dipper man, you know. But anyway, folks, you hear the bishop in the background, which meant telling me to get up out of here. in this program for this week. I hope you enjoyed the program. If you didn't, well, it's my fault. And if you did, it's also my my pleasure that you did, folks. Remember, ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce. And do not take yourself lightly, folks. You got more power than you think you have. Just have faith in yourself, faith in God, and, you move forward. We don't have to take this junk, folks. We do not. Look, our foreparents didn't take the junk. There were many, many fighters, and thank God there were. Because if it had not been, I wouldn't be able to talk the trash that I'm talking now. I wouldn't be able to feel the way that I feel. I wouldn't be as proud as I am. I'm a very proud man, folks. And, you know, you don't let folks walk over you. Bastards just got off the boat. When we came here when there was dirt roads. We put down gravel, and then we finally got some pavement. So that's who we are. We're not guests here. We don't have to be apologizing for being here. We must be men and women and respect ourselves. That's one thing we have to start there. Respect yourself. Respect each other. And then you can demand that others will respect you. So until next week, remember one thing, that ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce. And when I say that, folks, I mean it. Mr. Williams is the one who said it in 1918. And to be ignorant about something, like many people in this country do not even know how this government is set up, don't even know how it operates. And the media today is not helping them. Not helping you. You got bias on all sides, and that's crap. A media job is to report, be objective. That's what a real journalist is. Sure, you have your biases, but those biases are yours. They're not mine. You tell the story. You tell me what the government is doing. Wherever it is, nationally, locally, or what have you, and you move on. Let me make up my mind. Let me do a little bit more research. Until next week, may God bless and keep all of you. Adios.